Warriors, welcome back to Gods of Alliance. If you're here, it means you want power, knowledge, and control over the battlefield. This is not luck. This is strategy. Let's break the game together. Today, we're diving into one of the most unique and unpredictable heroes in Hero Wars Alliance. A hero capable of turning enemy aggression against them, punishing every hit they take, and creating some of the most explosive chaos combinations in the game. Today, we'll be talking about Peppy, the Dominion's legendary trickster. We'll cover her skills, rank priorities, skins, glyphs, artifacts, gift of the elements, talismans, best team synergies, and of course, the best ways to counter her. Let's jump straight into it, starting with her first skill, Masquerade. Peppy unleashes a wave of magic that can stun, blind, or slow every enemy for 6 seconds. The power of this ability scales with her magic attack. This is much more than simple damage. Masquerade is all about disrupting the enemy team's rhythm. Because the control effect is randomly selected, your opponent never knows exactly what will happen next. A full team stun can completely stop an enemy initiation. A blind can dramatically reduce incoming physical damage, and a slow effect gives your entire team extra time to build energy and activate their most powerful abilities first. Against mage-heavy teams, this becomes even stronger. While enemy mages are unable to cast their skills, powerful allies like Lars, Krista, Xe'Sha, and Lilith gain a huge tempo advantage, allowing them to unleash devastating ultimates before the enemy has a chance to respond. Moving on to her second skill, Boldness. Peppy surrounds an ally with a magical shield for 4 seconds. Every time that protected ally takes damage, nearby enemies receive magic damage in return. Once again, this ability scales with her magic attack. This is the skill that defines Peppy. Instead of simply protecting allies, she punishes anyone who attacks them. Boldness becomes incredibly powerful alongside heroes that constantly damage themselves, especially Cleaver and Kayla. When Cleaver pulls an enemy with Rusty Hook and immediately activates Putrefaction, every self-inflicted hit helps trigger Boldness repeatedly, creating an incredible amount of area damage. Kayla creates another fantastic synergy. As she jumps into battle and continuously burns herself through her own abilities, Boldness keeps activating over and over again, damaging nearby enemies while Kayla continues applying pressure. Faceless also contributes perfectly to this strategy. His power throw groups enemies together, allowing Boldness to hit multiple targets at once, while Kayla dives directly into the middle of the fight. The result is absolute chaos. Now let's look at her third skill, Frolic. Peppy fires a magical beam at the nearest enemy, dealing heavy magic damage and stunning the target for 3 seconds. This skill also scales with her magic attack. Although it targets only one enemy, Frolic is extremely valuable because it combines burst damage with reliable crowd control. Every stun delays energy generation, interrupts dangerous abilities, and gives your front line additional breathing room. Finally, her fourth skill, Trickster. This passive gives Frolic a chance to deal double or even quadruple damage. Unlike her other abilities, this one depends only on the skill level. Sometimes Frolic simply hurts. Other times, it completely deletes an enemy. That unpredictability is exactly what makes Peppy so dangerous. Now let's talk about how to build her correctly. Peppy is a control hero from the Way of Chaos faction, positioned safely on the back line, starting with skins. Your highest priority should always be magic attack. 3 of her 4 abilities scale directly with this stat, making it by far her biggest source of power. Next comes magic penetration. Increasing this allows her abilities to ignore more of the enemy's magical defenses, significantly increasing her overall damage. Third is health. More survivability means more opportunities to control the battlefield. After that, prioritize her default skin, increasing intelligence. Besides improving the strength of her abilities, intelligence also provides additional magic defense. Finally, armor. Since Peppy stays on the back line, armor usually has the lowest priority, although it still becomes valuable against heavy physical teams. If she ever receives another magic attack or magic penetration skin in the future, that immediately becomes the highest priority. Moving on to Glyphs. Start with Magic Penetration. Increasing this first allows Peppy to threaten enemy teams much earlier. Next comes Magic Attack, then Health. After that, Intelligence. And finally, Magic Defense. Just like in our previous guides, take every glyph to level 40 first before pushing any of them higher, unless you're specifically progressing skill classes. Now let's discuss Artifacts. Her weapon grants magic defense to the entire team whenever she activates Masquerade. Her book increases both magic attack and magic penetration. Her ring increases intelligence. Prioritize the book first. Nothing increases Peppy's overall effectiveness more than improving both her damage and penetration simultaneously. Second comes the ring. Additional intelligence further boosts her abilities while also increasing her own magic defense. Finally, upgrade the weapon. Although the shared magic defense can certainly help against mage teams, it usually provides less value than maximizing Peppy's own offensive potential. Now for the gift of the elements. Max it out. Prioritize every magic-related bonus. Peppy may stand safely in the back line, but without proper investment, she can still fall surprisingly quickly. The stronger her stats become, the more often she'll control the battlefield before being eliminated. Now let's talk about Talismans. Her first talisman provides intelligence and magic attack. Her second offers health and magic critical hit chance. Both are excellent options. The first is available through the Eternal Frontier shop and remains one of the best choices for increasing her overall consistency. Now comes one of the most important sections. How do you counter Peppy? Ju is one of her biggest threats. His third skill specifically targets backline heroes, allowing him to reach Peppy quickly before she has time to dominate the fight. Jorgen also creates serious problems. His leper redirects physical damage toward the furthest enemy hero, which is exactly where Peppy usually stands. If Peppy occupies the center position of the enemy team, Soleil becomes another excellent answer, dealing massive damage specifically to control heroes. Against her magical damage, Rufus remains one of the safest frontline choices. His incredible resistance to magic allows him to absorb much of Peppy's pressure while protecting the rest of his team. And finally, if Peppy is paired with Cleaver, Dorian becomes one of the strongest counters available. Once Cleaver pulls Dorian into the front line with Rusty Hook, Dorian immediately provides vampirism to nearby allies, allowing the front line to heal through the continuous damage generated by both Cleaver and Peppy. So, is Peppy worth investing in? Absolutely. She offers powerful crowd control, excellent chaos synergies, unique shield mechanics, and some of the most explosive team combinations available in Hero Wars Alliance. She may not always be the most popular hero, but in the right composition, she can completely take over a battle. If you enjoyed this guide and found it useful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Gods of Alliance, and let us know in the comments. What's your favorite Peppy team? And do you think she's one of the most underrated Chaos heroes in the game? As always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one, right here on Gods of Alliance. Warriors, this is how we play the game. Not randomly, not blindly, with knowledge, with precision, with control. We don't build randomly, we build with intention. Master the mechanics, control the fight. Let's break the game together.